My life, I don't know how my family is.
Uganda's opposition leader, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi spoke to Al Jazeera while hiding after a presidential election that he says that was rigged.
This time, not the police, not the military, but Electoral Commission officials took part in critiquing ballot papers in favor of Gen.M7. Glad enough, we have record of them, we have videos of them doing that.
In his words, Bobiwine said he escaped the police and army raid on his home last Friday after Uganda's president accused Bobiwine trying to destabilize the country.
Not changed my clothes in days. I want to be home. I want to be free. I want to take care of my people. But the military and police have taken over my home.
81-year-old Gen.M7 was declared the winner, extending his 4-decade rule.
I asked the confused people to come back to sanity, because what they are planning, what they wanted to do, we already know, and we have already demobilized.
Protests that erupted over the election result led to violence in different parts of the country.
This is a crackdown to intimidate, to silence, and to completely, subdue the forces of change.
Bobiwine said his wife and relatives remain under house arrest and has urged for people to reject the fake results announced by the electoral body.
We want the people of Uganda to take charge of this and find numerous creative ways. Could be protesting on the streets. Some of us started protesting by holding high the national flag. Others can protest by staying at home.
Yes, indeed, feels exclusive. It says so again. This is really hot. This is really hot news, breaking news. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we're gonna watch something different today. Something that has put a country on tension as you're gonna watch His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi. He's bringing more stories. He's bringing more fire in the country as you're gonna watch. Remember, it's only 6 days after the general election that delivered the 7th term to President Museveni and the opposition leader, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi, better known as Bobiwine, remaining in hiding, rejecting the results as fraudulent while facing direct threats from the president's son, the army chief General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. This is really fire. As I've told you, like the video, you're gonna watch something different today, as I've told you, or as you have seen in the beginning of the video, as the different international journalists, different international media houses, as you've seen the Sky News, as you've seen the CNN, and today it's really different as he met with the Al Jazeera journalists at the Al Jazeera media, as something that has put tension on the loading or the leading part, the party NRM, as you know, this side. Now, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi, who secured around 25% of the vote according to the Electoral Commission, compared to Gen.M7's 71 to 72%. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi has spoken to the international media from undisclosed location. In their interview with the BBC and the Al Jazeera, he dismissed the possibility of challenging the outcome in court. I repeat, he dismissed the possibility of challenging the outcome in court, citing deep distrust in the judiciary, and instead called for the peaceful street protests. He maintains that evidence of ballot stuffing and other irregularities exists, though he has not yet made detailed public submissions.
I would love to be in my home. I've not changed my clothes in days. I want to be home. I want to be free. I want to take care of my people. But the military and police have taken over my home. They've vandalized my gate. They are in charge of my gate. They've cut the padlocks. They've cut power at my house. They've cut off, surveillance cameras at my house. So they've more or less colonized my home.
Having watched that, the opposition figure, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi, he said to have fled his Kampala area home after a reported raid by the security forces on the night of January 16th and 17th, during which he claims to have escaped while his wife and family members were left under the apparent house arrest. The police have denied abducting him, describing the operation as a security measure in a restricted zone. Reports indicate one gateman was shot dead during this incident. All this going on, the elected and declared winner of this election, General Museveni, also claims that Bobiwine and his team wanted to cause chaos in the country, wanted to destabilize the stability in the country.
So therefore, I congratulate the people of Uganda. I ask the confused people to come back to sanity, because what they are planning, what they wanted to do, we already know, and we have already mobilized together with the people. Much of it, the residual should stop, because we know we shall get all of them if they don't stop.
We shall get all of them if they don't stop. And now the tensions are sparked further when the General Museveni posted on his X, formerly Twitter, labeling Bobiwine a terrorist and an outlaw, giving him 48 hours to surrender or face the treatment as a rebel. This is really putting him on danger. This is really pissing off those, especially people who are supporting His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. As you can see on the screen, this was the tweet that was posted by General Museveni. He said, "As for the Kabobi, the permanent loser, I'm giving him exactly 48 hours to surrender himself to the police. If he doesn't, we will treat him as an outlaw, a rebel, and handle him accordingly." Those were the words of the general, the CDF of the country. All this going on, the incumbent, the already elected and declared the winner of the election, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has assertively and authoritatively confirmed that he has the capacity to serve the Ugandans in the next term. After all the 40 years passed, he ensures them that he's gonna make a clearance, he's gonna make something like an improvement of what has failed to be done in the back or in the 40 past years. Like he has ensured this in his words. I want to show you what he has said and show you what exactly in accordance with what I told you before, that we have the vivid evidence.
If I'm available, not dead, not senile, but I'm still around, and I have some knowledge. If you are really serious about your country, why would you not want to take advantage of me if I'm still able?
What do you think of the young people who do want change, who want someone else to govern? Do you think that that's not sensible? That was what you wanted as a rebel leader.
What a question. What a sensible question. And then let's have the response of the president of Uganda.
I was actually dying to work with old people because we needed them. Unless you are not serious, these problems are big problems. And if you have got a big problem, the more hands, the better.
Youth unemployment, it's still very high. And young people feel like they need more opportunities. And when an internet shutdown happens, they feel repressed, they feel silenced because the internet is a tool of the youth. What are you offering them substantially over the next 5 years?
We are the ones who built the internet, the one you are talking about. We are the ones who built it. So the shutting down is because of dealing with criminals who want to use that infrastructure to destabilize our country. It is temporary, it is short term, but we're the ones who built the internet.
Do you believe there hasn't been a single candidate that could take your place?
Oh good, she asked. Do you believe there has not been any single candidate that can take your position? We'll listen to the response.
Your place in the last 6 election cycles?
They cannot. They would have been elected if they were there. They were not elected.
Every election since 1996 has been marred by accusations of rigging, of repression, of crushing opposition and voices of dissent.
The only people who rig are the opposition.
You heard that right here. He said that the only people who rig the elections are the opposition. Well, he said that before when he said that he was rigged his votes approximately to 2.7 in the last elections, and for this he won. But still, it's the opposition people who rigged the elections President's words.
By accusations of rigging, of repression, of crushing opposition and voices
The
of
only
dissent.
people who rig are the opposition. It is not us.
Then they would have won if they'd rigged it.
And she came to blast our president. They would have won if they rigged it. Those are the words. I mean, that's how she responded.
Accusations of rigging, of repression, of crushing opposition and voices
The
of
only
dissent.
people who rig are the opposition. It is not us.
Then they would have won if they'd rigged it.
They are not able to, because we are so popular, that even if they rig, they can't manage to overturn or defeat us.
Yes, and now here my question comes in. Even if they rig, they cannot overturn the incumbent president. Like, even if they rig, they cannot defeat us. Here I say that, right? They cannot defeat them in rigging or what?
Overturn or defeat us. We are so popular.
President Museveni, I want to ask you about your main contender, Bobiwine. Your government has targeted him quite aggressively since 2018. Why? What threat does he pose to Uganda?
Bobiwine breaks the law. That's why there are other people in opposition. You don't find having problems with them. But if you take each case, you'll find that he's breaking the law.
Oh wow, the president of Uganda is claiming that Bobiwine is breaking the law. Now, for the mutual benefit, I would like to ask you, my beautiful viewer, to put something like a broken law Bobiwine has ever broken, like he has ever break. Put it in the comment section so that we can benefit together. I would like to know something like that.
But why the violence? Why the violence from your security forces?
It is Bobiwine who is violent.
I mean, his supporters have been beaten with batons. One has been shot in the head.
The beating was a mistake.
Ugandans, these are the words of the president. He's saying that the beating was a mistake. But we've seen security forces trying to beat His Excellency Robert Chagulanyi and his team several times. It wasn't the first time, it wasn't the second time. Like, they were known only 2 times that he was beat. Very many times he was beat. And then, is that still be called a mistake?
Batons, one has been shot in the head.
The beating was a mistake, but the Bobiwine, you see, for these towns here are quite crowded. So we don't encourage processions or rallies in the towns, in the streets.
You've ruled Uganda for half your life. Are you planning to rule for the rest of your life?
Oh Lord, this lady, she has asked the president that you've ruled Uganda for half of your life. Are you planning to rule it for the rest of your life? What a question. What is she targeting? Whom is she working for? It's alright, beautiful viewers. Feel is exclusive. I really want to say so. Say so again. Just a reminder, Xavier High School is the basic school for any parent looking for somewhere to take a child for the betterment, securing a future. Is only Xavier High School. Let me do this. Again, we come back.
Welcome to Xavier High School, located in Chiboga Town Council near Lufla Zone. At Xavier High School, we build brains together with character to enable the future competence of our students. We've been leading in academics performances since 2015 to date within Chiboga and neighboring districts. We provide a balanced and high-quality education that matches with today's dynamic world. We offer both O and A-level studies in sciences and arts, and a UNEB Center number with our state-of-art facilities, which include a well-stocked library, a fully equipped computer lab, and a cutting-edge science laboratory to enable them be competent in today's science and digital era. Good and health feeding, a guaranteed 24/7 security team to ensure safety of every student. We as well offer DIT vocational courses like shoemaking, hairdressing, domestic electricity, media and journalism, and many others. We are your child's #1 academic destination. For more, contact us +256 788 964 777 or 0752 305 331, or visit our website at www.xavierhighschool.com. Xavier High School, God, our shield to conquer.